Hi, welcome back to OD YouTube channel. Today I'm here for, I would say, a simple video, just spending some time here on the channel, and I want to swatch a few inks for inks with some particles with glitter, or with shimmer. So that's what I am going to do today, because I have the inks here for some time, and I think now it's time to have just the swatches to play with them. So the inks that I'm going to swatch today is this one. This is a Colorverse Special 2024 ink, special edition, and this ink is called, as you may see there, blue, if it's focused, Blue Dragon. So here is the little bottle. I wanted this to be in focus, but on focus, but I don't think it is, or in focus, or whatever. So it is this small 15 milliliter bottle. The other ink that I'm going to swatch is this Pelikan Edelstein ink. This is a special edition from last year, I think 2024, and so this is the ink of the year, as you may see there, and this ink is called there Golden Lapis. So this one has the golden cap. I don't like it that much, but that's what it is. The other ink that I'm going to swatch is this fun ink, and I say it's particularly fun because it has some skulls floating around inside. This is an ink from Diamine and Cult Pens called Deadly Nightshade, and the final ink is this small, very small bottle, a 5 milliliter bottle from Colorverse. Little pipette will go there, and this one is called, I'm having real trouble in focusing today, and I'm not sure if you can see, it is Hayabusa ink. So these are the four inks that I'm going just to make simple swatches. So let me put them a little bit away, and for the swatches I have several items. I have pipettes to take 3 drops of each ink to put on paper in this Rhodia paper, which has some squares. I like these squared notepads, because this way I can see how the ink will cover the lines and under the writing that may be underneath. So it's interesting for me, and I do all my swatches in here. I have other systems, other papers to swatch, but this is the most coherent one that I've been using. So I will do one for each. I already have the names for them, and so I will put with the pipette one for each, and then I will spread with this Victorinox Alox Hunter knife. I will spread the ink around and show how it pulls in some places and how it will look like. So that's what I will do, and let's start with this first one, which is the Pelikan Edelstein Golden Lapis. I will zoom in a little bit, and now that you can see the paper in good condition, let's start. So shimmering inks, you can see there is the golden shimmer in the nice blue ink. I've used this ink before. Maybe not this bottle. I don't think I ever opened this bottle, but I tried this ink. Maybe I did. I don't remember. I know I filled the pen. It was at Pelikan's Hubs last year. and I'm trying to uncap it, but I guess that the inside of the lid is stuck. I think you can see that little paper there. Okay, let me just try to have this released. Okay, it is, but now I guess that the glitter settled again, so this needs to be done quite quickly. Let me shake this. Now open this. I don't think I will cut these parts of the video, we'll just play with them and accept this as a normal thing. 1, 2, I need an extra drop, 3 drops of ink. I will cap the bottle. Let me put it here on the side, and I will use the knife to make the swatch, to spread ink around many times, because I take this time to close the bottle to avoid stupid accidents. Sometimes you'll see, like there, the 3 original points where I've put the ink that have some more ink or glitter. So I'll just put the knife through some water. I have some water cups here on the table, and so the Pelikan Edelstein Golden Lapis is done. Let's go for the next one, and the next one that I have here is this, the Colorverse Hayabusa. They are not in any special order, it's just how they are. Curiously, they are orange black notebook. They don't have any difference in regarding the paper. They are just different colors. Sometimes I like to do this to spread again a little bit, to spread the pools of ink. So the next one is the Hayabusa, which means it is the very small one. I will spend this ink very quickly, I think, because just 3 drops I think will be a lot for such a small ink bottle. So let's open it. I need to be very careful. This is very, very small. I don't want to tip the bottle. 1, 2 drops. That one was not very complete, but okay. Let's put the pipette inside water, close the little lid. This is so fun because it's so small. Actually, it is kind of a waste of money in a way, because we are purchasing a very small amount of ink for not inexpensive money, but that's a way that you can also try different inks. And actually, I don't have many Colorverse inks. I think I only tried 1 Colorverse ink so far that is not even a glitter one. It's a regular ink. And so here you have it, and the glitter is already appearing, so that looks nice. Let's just go back to our Pelikan to see how it goes. It's really a very nice kind of a royal blue with the gold shimmer. Of course, when you're writing, it gets much more regular, but in this way you'll get the shimmer will be mostly on these ink pools. Now another orange thing, another orange notebook or notepad, and for these we will play the Colorverse Blue Dragon, this one that has blue shimmer. I don't even exactly know the colors of the inks. I know the Deadly Nightshade, the one that's left there, is purple. Sometimes I buy inks, I don't even really investigate which color they, some of them I don't really know, some I know when I buy them, and then they just stay here forever, and maybe after a year I open them and it's all new again because I don't remember exactly what I bought. I think it's fun when, oops, the little drop of ink just explodes like it happened there. Close it again. So here it is, the blue dragon, and let's spread. It's a nice ink. I would say this is kind of almost a teal color. Not really sure. I'm not very good at describing colors, but I guess you'll know a lot about it. It's fun because it feels like this ink is very thick and more dry than the others, because it's already looking very dry and it didn't puddle as much. Maybe it was that last drop that wasn't very full, that exploded. It was mostly air. I'm not sure, but that's how it looks. And so let's go for the last one. So as far as I remember, all these inks are blue or violet. I don't exactly remember exactly which are the shades that I got. And now let's go for the final one. I bought two of these. Don't know where is the other. Here. It's here to take to work, one of those, but I didn't take them yet. And there is the shimmer there. I like the bottle, the labeling. Let me just mix them. These ones have inside some agitators to make sure that the glitter is dissolved, although it's not still yet. There's still a little bit there. I just need to shake this well. So now I will open this, and if you look inside, you'll be able to see, maybe you can't see it properly, but there are two little white skulls there that serve as agitators for the ink to keep the shimmer in suspension, and I think they are two little fun details. And now let's use the knife again to spread the ink and see how it looks like. Sometimes I adjust a little bit the pools of ink in a way or the other, just to spread a little bit, but I don't try to make these like homogeneous swatches, and that's why I don't like to make my swatches with Q-tips. Some people do, because I think that they become very plain, very flat, and don't really show how the ink will perform if there is more ink, less ink, a wetter pen or a drier pen. You can see this one is very, very beautiful. I like this ink a lot. It's very interesting. So let's just allow for this to dry a little bit, and I'll be right back to show you how they look like and to end the video. Okay, here I am. They may not be completely dry, but they are dry enough. When looking at them like these, I think the most impressive one is the Pelikan Edelstein Golden Lapis. It's very dramatic how light the blue can be, how dark it can be, but not very, very dark. It's not close to black or anything. And then it has these very strong small particles of gold color. So this one looks really, really nice. It's quite dramatic. I like it. It's not completely fully dry, but it's dry enough to allow us to have an idea of its final form. The next one is the Colorverse Blue Dragon. That has a part that's not fully dry there. And it is an interesting ink because it's kind of more on the teal color or petrol color, I'm not sure how to call it, but then on the places where it has more ink, it has a very heavy red sheen, and then it has blue glitters. So this is a more complex ink, and I think this is more usable in kind of an everyday life because it will become very, I think that's my prediction for what we see here in the places where there is more ink. It will become a very dark ink, blue with kind of a reddish sheen, and then with this glitter, and I think it's very usable, it will be very readable, and I think it's an interesting ink. I really like it, but it's not as spectacular as that one because there is not as much contrast between this glitter and the base color of the ink as there is in the Pelikan Edelstein. The next one is the Colorverse Hayabusa, that you see it has a very nice purple color. It's really nice, and then it has this kind of, it's not kind of golden, it's more like a aged gold, if we can call it that way. Let me bring the Pelikan Edelstein here. You see, Pelikan is a very bright gold, and it's not copper color, but it's kind of a darker gold. It's more kind of a brass color, oxidized brass color. So it's interesting. It goes very well with this violet. It's a much more subtle ink than the Pelikan, and I like the combination of these two. I think they are really nice. I think the most usable is this one, but it's not my favorite of them all. And then we have this Diamine and Cult Pen's Deadly Nightshade that has this kind of dark, kind of almost a dark brown sheen over a dark purple, not as bright as that purple. This is more on the blue side, this is more on the pink side, and then it has the golden shimmer. And if I had to say, I cannot say it for sure, I'm not, it looks like it has a mix. Let me look at it. We cannot really say that, tell it by the ink bottle, but it looks like the shimmer is a mix of gold and blue shimmer, or the gold is the sheen, but then the shimmer. I think this is a very interesting ink. I like it, but it's more, so it's more expressive, more flamboyant than the other. So I would say these two are the most usable in a normal regular context, and these two are a little bit more on the flashy side of things. I will not do any writing sample now. Maybe I'll link some pens with these inks in the future, not right now, but it was just to show you the swatching process. Some people like this kind of videos with inks. If you enjoyed it, I hope this was helpful and interesting. I think it may be more entertaining than really very useful. So I hope you enjoyed these. I love to do these kind of swatches. These will go into my collection, and maybe they will serve as comparison with some other colors in the future. So this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back soon for more videos. Bye.